Greetings to my 968 subscribers, and of course you, my future subscriber. So do me a favor, after you watch the video and find it interesting or you like the video, please give it a like and subscribe. And of course tonight we are looking at a Dalmore 18-year-old. Love him, hate him. There's a distinctive two sides to the Dalmore argument. People that like it, people that don't like the fact that they chill filter their stuff. They don't like the fact that they add coloring. For me, not such a big deal breaker for me. I think lately I also realized price is one of the biggest stumbling blocks for most of the whiskies that I want. But of course, this one tonight, I just did a review of the Dalmore cigar malt. I loved it, a little bit expensive. So I thought it was a good idea to also give the Dalmore 18 a go. Price wise, €155 here in Belgium at my online store. So yeah, it's not a cheap one, but with prices going up and no age statement whiskies high in the €150 mark, I think a 18-year-old for 155, and I presume in your shop somewhere else it's going to be a little bit cheaper. So of course bottled at 43% ABV. It's matured in ex-bourbon casks and also ex-Methusalem sherry casks, which I kind of like. I love the sweetness of that. Had a couple of them previously, so quite interested in to see what this one is going to bring. It is winter time, it is Belgium, it's freezing cold, so something to warm you up. This is absolutely perfect. Well, I hope it's going to be perfect. So it is a Highland distillery, and on the nose, I did pour this one maybe 15 minutes ago, just to give it a little bit of an oxidization. And they say for a couple of minutes per year that it was stuck in the cask, need to oxidize. I'm not so sure about that, but I know that when I poured it, of course I did a little bit of a sniff, and it was not that sweet. And now, definitely, with a little bit of that time while I was busy setting up everything, that there's definitely a change in the whiskey. So especially the older ones, give it some time in the glass. So on the nose of the Dalmore 18, there's big sherry notes. It's definitely telling you that there's loads and loads of sherry cask involved in this one. And by the nose of it, seems a little bit of a wet cask. There's a hint of a lemon note that I pick up. There's definitely some chocolate note, a little bit of a dark chocolate note, with a hint of an orange peel, and maybe a little bit of a sweeter type of marmalade. Raisins. A little bit more raisins, especially a nice soft raisin, and you give it a little bit of a chew, and that sweetness that covers your mouth, like that on the nose. A little bit of an English toffee note appearing as well. And every time that I go back, it feels like it's getting a little bit more sweeter for me. So as soon as that oxidization, that air mixing, that lifts up that sweetness. Absolutely fantastic on the nose. Now, if I would want to introduce somebody to whiskey, and something that is not going to chase them away, that in your face type of strong notes, this is something that I will definitely give them as a starter whiskey. Maybe not a starter price, but definitely a starter whiskey. Lovely, sweet, inviting, a little warm feeling. 43% ABV. I don't get a lot of the alcohol. With a little bit of agitation, I do get a little bit of that warm feeling of the alcohol, but not overpowerful. Now, a lot of people say that 43% is not going to be enough of it. I'm not so sure. I think this works quite well at 43%. I would, of course, love to try it at 46. But then the people tell me when they prove it down to 43. So I'm not sure on which side of the aisle I am with this 43%. We'll see on the taste as well. So on the taste, cheers. Wow, it's kind of nice. It's a sweetness, a lovely sweet whiskey. There's a little oaky taste, not the tannins, but there's a hint of an oak in it. There's a spiciness to it. It feels like it's a little bit of an oily mouthfeel. Let's give it one more try. And when it hits you with the raisins, the figs, a little bit of a plums, a little bit of a date, all that sweet components just mingling, and it immediately tells you this is a sherry cask whiskey. Quite very sweet, actually. Give it one more try. I was under the impression that after 18 years on the cask, it's going to have a lot of tannins to it, a lot of bitter notes from the oak, almost nothing. So maybe not a first full cask, maybe second or third full cask, just to bring the tannins down. I do like it. This is really nice. Definitely a chocolate note coming out, but not a dark chocolate that is too much cacao in it, maybe 60% cacao. A little bit of that orange, a little bit of a honey note also appearing. Also, something that I've seen here in Belgium, that when you order a espresso, they bring you a little block of dark chocolate that you can add to your coffee, give it a stir. It doesn't sweeten it, but it just brings an extra hint of flavors of that chocolate into your espresso. Quite similar to that, kind of like it. Really, and it's still getting sweeter on the nose. Give it one more try. I think this is something perfect for the winter time, perfect for Christmas here in Belgium, and of course it's something that I would definitely recommend that you give it a try. Even if you cannot afford the full bottle, find an online store. I have a fantastic one that I can buy some whiskey. Try it before you buy it. Small little sample. You're going to pay about 10, 11 euros for the sample. Fantastic. What do you think? Have you tried this one? Which one would you prefer? The Dalmore cigar malt, or would you go for the 18-year-old rather? So let me know in a comment. And of course, ho ho ho, Merry Christmas and a fantastic 2023. Cheers.